Hello everyone, John here from Great Lakes Fly Shop, and today I'm going to be going over a real short video. I get a lot of questions on my crayfish patterns. They go, John, where do you buy your eyeballs from? Typically the eyes that come out the front of the crayfish there. I don't buy them. Big factor is that if you do buy crab eyes, they do make them in the fly tying industry. You're going to pay anywhere from $7 to $8 for only 5 of them or 4 of them. So it's really not cost effective if you plan on doing a bunch of them. If you're just going to do a few, then yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. But I'll show you what I do. Typically, and this camera is going to be moved around, so just to give you a heads up, I like to use Cortland Muskie Mono, 17 pounds. It was called Muskie Mono. If you can find this stuff, get it, because they don't make it anymore. So if you guys can get it out there, get it. It's well worth it. I have a little bit left. The other substitute for that would be you can use any kind of 30 pound or 40 pound dark colored monofilament, and that'll work just as good. Okay, but I tend to like this Muskie Mono a little bit better. So what do? First of all, you got to have one of these guys. Okay, I get a little candle going. All right, and I cut up my pieces. All right, based on the sizes and the lengths of the size of the eyeballs that I need. Okay, so that'll really determine a lot of how you're going to prep all your stuff. But generally, you want to get all your pieces cut first. All right, so you take them off the spool of your mono. The next thing you want to do critically is make sure you got one of these. Because let me tell you something. When that melting monofilament gets on your finger, on your clothes, it does not come off. So if you've ever experienced the feeling of having hot burning monofilament on your fingers, it is not a pleasant feeling. So I do recommend get yourself a nice towel to go over and get yourself a laminated board. All right, it's really critical you have those items because man, it is unpleasant to get it on your clothes and your other lover or spouse looks at your clothes. Where did this come from? I just bought you these pants. Anyway, be extra careful when you're working with this stuff. So anyway, you could also wear gloves. I don't, but I would recommend wearing gloves because if you get any on your hands, that hot mono is not pleasant. So what I do after cutting them, all right, I take each individual one, okay, and I hold it up to the candle, and I let the monofilament curl out slowly. If you notice, it's still burning. And then I blow it out. I know you can't see it that well. I'm trying to get it on film here. But what happens is that you get the little bit of monofilament that burnt down into a nice shape of an eye. You don't need huge eyes. Believe me, crayfish do not have big eyes. I've seen them. They're real small. So even in the ones that we do, they're pretty big. But anyway, they work. So after I've done it, I've melted it down to a certain length, I go ahead and just lay them down. Okay? Again, let's do another one. Okay, get it in position with your fingers to where you can turn it, so as it's melting, you want to turn your fingers. Let it burn a little bit, then blow it out. Some of them look kind of weird, but you know what? It doesn't matter. That's a nice size one right there. And then you just lay it on the board. Some of them do stick, but don't worry about it. Once they dry, you can just pull them off the laminated board. So you aren't going to have any issues. Anyway, that's how I make my eyes for crayfish patterns. Thanks for listening.